my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about the new drop from Marc Jacobs. So I didn't really hear anything about these and all of a sudden they were on the Sephora website. These are called the See-Quins Glam Glitter Liquid Eyeshadows. So they come in 6 different shades and they're $26. So I bought one shade. So I bought the shade Gleam Girl 82, which is a rose gold with silver glitter. And it's beautiful. Like the shade of this is prettier than it is online. I'm wearing it right now on both of my eyelids and I absolutely love the way this looks. But I'm super picky when it comes to liquid eyeshadows. I don't know if you guys are like me, but I do not like them being gross and cakey by the end of the night. There's several different liquid eyeshadows out on the market. I have one from Tom Ford. I have the Eyes to Mesmerize from Charlotte Tilbury. I have the Stila Glitters and Glows. I also have several of these from Huda Beauty. I actually really like these from Huda Beauty. These are the double-ended. So on one side you have the shimmer and then on the other side you have more of like a matte liquid eyeshadow, which is pretty cool. I'm very familiar with liquid shimmer eyeshadows and actually if the formula works good, sometimes I prefer it. Especially if, you know, you're going out on a date or you're going to an event and you really want your makeup to look just really sharp. And there's something about a liquid shimmer, it just melts beautifully onto the eyelid. But with that said, I am very picky with it. So there are some brands that I've tried that, you know, sometimes you have to be really careful applying it because if you get it too thick, it will get crusty and kind of flake away. I know you guys know what I'm talking about. If you put it on too thick, it just gets crusty. It'll like come off in little chunks, which I can't stand that. So I was really curious about this formula when I saw it pop up. And I know that Marc Jacobs has really good, they have really good quality products. And $26 was actually not that bad for being Marc Jacobs. Crease and fallout resistant long wear liquid glitter eyeshadow for easy glide on glitz. This liquid eyeshadow is designed to minimize fallout. It is long wear, crease resistant, and glides on easily for fuss-free, everyday glam that lasts. The See-Quins liquid eyeshadow makes it easier to add instant dazzle or shine to your lids any time of the day, any day of the week. So this is what the shade looks like. This one is the rose gold one. And as you can see, as you start to kind of blend it out, it's a really thin formula, so I kind of have a feeling that this is not going to be the type of formula that will get crusty and flake away. And it kind of dries down to somewhat of a tacky, but not. Like it dries down to a pretty soft finish, like almost like it's, I can't feel it on my finger. I have it here on this finger. I can't really feel it sitting there. So it seems like it might be a pretty good formula. I really like the Stila Glitters and Glows. The problem with the Stila Glitters and Glows, you have to be really careful. If you get it too thick, it will just, like I said, it will kind of, you know, create a chunk and kind of break away from the eyelid. This one, I'm kind of excited to try it out, see how it wears. So it is currently 11 a.m. So I think I finished my makeup probably around, I think I finished my eye makeup probably around like 10:30. So I'm going to wear this for as long as I can. I could probably wear this for 12 hours. It depends on if my kids start having friends come over tonight. If they start having friends come over tonight, then I might have to do it a little bit earlier in case they have friends coming over. So I'm not exactly sure what their plans are, but my plan is to, you know, wear this throughout the day and see how it wears. You know, I decided to just put it right directly over the eyelid. I used the actual wand, placed it directly over the eyelid, and then I took my Sonia G soft shader brush and I just kind of smooth out the edges, and using the brush just kind of ensures the fact that you won't have it too thick in certain areas. It kind of gives you a better, more even application. That's one reason why I like to use a brush, just to make sure I get a thin application. So as you'll see, I kind of pat it down with my finger just to make sure that it's set down. In the beginning, I only put it on halfway on my eyelid, but I decided to go back in and put it all the way over top of the entire eyelid. I just felt like it would just look really, I felt like it would look better with what the eye look I was wearing. So I went back in, added more, and I added it over top of matte shadow. On this portion of my eyelid, I was applying it over my P. Louise eyeshadow base that had been set with powder, but on the outer corner of my eyelid, it went directly over eyeshadow. So I'm curious to see how this is going to wear and how it's going to perform and last throughout the day. Now that we have it over an eyeshadow primer and I also have it over a matte shadow. So when I was using this, I found it to be extremely easy. In fact, I will be honest with you, it's one of the more easier ones that I've used. It was very easy to apply, and it's not super creamy, but it's also not really wet filling. So if you guys know what I'm talking about, the ColourPop and the Stila Glitters and Glows, even the Huda Beauties, they have a wet feeling to them. It must be the bonding agent that they use to kind of bond all the glitters together. This formula, on the other hand, is not really that wet. It's a little bit more on the drier side as far as just when you apply it, it doesn't stay wet very long. Like, it dries pretty quickly. It gives you enough time to blend it out on the eye, but it doesn't dry too fast to the point where, you know, wherever you put it, you know, it's stuck there. Like, you're not going to be able to move it. The other thing that I like about this is that even though once it starts to dry, you can still kind of rub the glitter particles and really kind of melt them in and kind of push them into the eyelid. I really like that part about it too. So once you place it down, you can take your finger, even after it's dry, and go over top of it, and you can kind of move those glitter particles and kind of really spread them out, which I do like that. What I have from Tom Ford is also in a rose gold. This one is called the Violet Argente, and I like the Tom Ford formula. I felt like it was a little bit overpriced for what it is because there are some really good formulas, but I want you guys to see what this one looks like next to this one from Marc Jacobs. So this is the Tom Ford, this is the Marc Jacobs. So if I turn my hand to the side without the light, you can tell that the one from Tom Ford is a little bit more of a purple undertone. The one from Marc Jacobs has a pink undertone, but they kind of have the same shine to them, as you can see. So they're both kind of shiny and really pretty, and maybe even the Marc Jacobs might have a little bit more of a shine to it. This one from Marc Jacobs is so much cheaper than the ones from Tom Ford. I mean, the Tom Ford ones are just super duper duper expensive. Up here on the screen, you'll see an image that I took of this shade next to some of the other rose gold liquid, like, you know, shimmering eyeshadows that I have. So the Marc Jacobs one definitely has a lot of shimmer. It reminds me of the Stila Glitter and Glow in the shade Rose Gold Retro. It kind of has that same type of shimmer base to it. So if you already have the Stila Rose Gold Retro, then you probably don't need this rose gold from Marc Jacobs. Okay, so let's get into the cost breakdown of this product compared to some of the others that I swatched. So let's first talk about the Marc Jacobs. The Marc Jacobs retails for $26. There are 6 shades available. It is 0.19 ounces, which is 5.8 milliliters. That makes it $4.48 per milliliter. Tom Ford is $46. It comes in 3 shades. There are 0.1 ounce worth of product, which is 3 grams. That makes it $15.33 per gram. I know, kind of ridiculous, but what can you do? It's Tom Ford. The Huda Beauty Matte and Metal Melted Eyeshadows retail for $25. So they're double-ended. Get 0.136 ounces, which is 4 milliliters worth of product. That makes it $6.25 per milliliter. Stila Glitters and Glows. There are different ones. You can do the shimmering ones. You can do like the liquid shadows. There's several different types, but they retail for $24 for 0.153 fluid ounces, which is 4.5 milliliters. That makes it $5.33 per milliliter. Finally, we have the Charlotte Tilbury. So the Charlotte Tilbury Eyes to Mesmerize, which is a cream and not a liquid. That retails for $32 for 0.24 ounces, which is 7 milliliters worth of product. That makes it $4.57 per milliliter. So doing all of the math, out of all the ones that I mentioned, the Marc Jacobs is actually the cheapest out of all the ones that I mentioned. I have tried the ones from ColourPop, and they're not my favorite formula. They look beautiful, but they just don't last very long. Like they're the worst for me personally to start to chunk up and tear away and break away from the skin. So they are definitely not my favorite formula. But as far as all the others that I've talked about here, this is a decent formula for the price too. Like, it's the most affordable out of all the ones that we just talked about and the ones that we swatched. And, you know, I'm going to see how long it'll last on my eyes. The things that I'm going to look for later on this evening when I get back and do like a 12-hour check-in, I'm going to look for creasing, cracking, any type of breaking away, just so that you know what to expect when you buy these. So that's it for all the information and the application and all that. I'm going to jump off of here and go about my day. I will come back later on this evening and show you guys what this looks like on my eye, and I will give you guys my full final thoughts after wearing it, because truthfully, when it comes to a product like this, that's the only way to really know if it's a decent product or not, is to really give it a good wear test. So I will see you guys in my final thoughts. Okay everyone, I'm back to give you guys my final thoughts on this product from Marc Jacobs. So it is almost 11 o'clock. So I've pretty much officially had this on for 12 hours and my kids are on their way home. So I gotta make this quick because once they get home, it's gonna be crazy. I freaking love this product. Holy smokes, I don't think it has changed since the second I put it on. Here on the screen are the pictures that I took halfway through the day. Looks exactly the same as it did when I first applied it. And it looks so smooth and so beautiful on the eye. Let's zoom you guys in. Let's not pay attention to the rest of my makeup because I'm looking a little haggard. It's been a long day. Look how beautiful it looks. Now, could you ever tell that this was put on 12 hours ago? I mean, it looks so beautiful. There is no creasing, there's no cracking, there's no pulling away. Let me see if I can come in even extra close. It's probably looking a little crazy, but my eyes, you guys, oh my gosh, it looks so amazing. It has not budged. I'm impressed. I'm so impressed. So I guess it's not going to be a shocker for me to tell you how much I love this. I absolutely love this. This is a fantastic formula. If you guys love a creamy, shimmering eyeshadow, this is fantastic, especially when not only is it cheaper than all the other ones that I have, even the Stila ones. This is even more affordable than the Stila, if you can believe it. But I love the way that this looks. It looks so natural, does it not? Like, I am so impressed with the way that this held up. And I love this shade. The shade is really beautiful because it has that silver undertone in that rosy tone. You guys, this is a good formula. They nailed it. I was gonna look and see what shades I'm gonna order because I actually want to order a few more shades, because that was the only reason why I thought, well, I'll just buy one and then if I like it, I'll buy more. And I'm definitely gonna buy more because these are amazing. I'm so impressed with the longevity of this. I kept looking in the mirror going, surely it's going to change. Okay, eight hours later, okay, it's going to start creasing. No, it doesn't. It's so amazing. Because see, in the pictures though, like I was going to get the Fiery Copper, the Copperazzi 86. But in the picture, I'll just put the picture up here on the screen. In the picture, it looks like it's a little bit flaky. Like, I don't know if they just added so much so that you could see the color. But it looks a little bit flaky in the camera. Such beautiful shades. But oh my gosh, such a good formula. It has my full stamp of approval. If you guys are in the market for a liquid shimmering eyeshadow, Marc Jacobs killed it on this formula. It's so good. So that's it for this video, and I'm gonna go ahead and take off my makeup and, you know, make me some tea and just relax and go to bed because I'm exhausted. I've been filming for way too long. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Thank you guys so much for the love that you show me and my channel. It means so much to me. I hope you guys have a wonderful day filled with love and joy. I will see you guys in my next video, and I love you all so much. Bye.